What we've got here is another night drive special. As you can see, I'm cruising along in a 1976 Cadillac Sedan de Ville. This particular vehicle is a rather interesting example. If you can read the odometer, it says 33,173 miles. Every single sign points to that being authentic. And this car, in terms of collectability, it is absolutely nothing special. It's one of over 100,000 Sedan de Villes made in 1976. It's not the de Ville de Elegance package. Its only notable feature being that it's a fire mist gold color. It's had a repaint, and that it is not the Calais or Calais, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, edition. Other than that, it is a totally unremarkable base Cadillac sedan from 1976. The radio doesn't work. The power antenna is stuck up. It says I'm in neutral despite the fact that I'm obviously driving along. The little indicators on the fenders, though, still work. And I love the outline of the skeletal de Ville de Elegance hood ornament. Fuel gauge does work. The air conditioning does not. All of the windows do. That is a wonderful feature in a car like this. And it absolutely makes for wonderful nighttime driving. A car like this is a cruiser. You buy these to drive. They drive well. And for what you get for this kind of car, they can easily be had for right around $5,000 for a nice floaty example that'll go down the road like nothing else. If you want cheap fun and a classic that has plenty of power, no difficulty keeping up with the high speed of highway traffic, very easy to work on, lots of room under the hood, and even though it has a 500 big block engine, it's not cramped, it's not shoehorned in there. The hood of this car, since I had to get a replacement for it, I discovered is wider than the bed of most pickup trucks. That makes it rather inconvenient if you need to haul it. I was driving the car around without a hood until I got it and the hinge situation sorted out. That's actually something I wanted to touch on. Hood hinges for this car are ridiculously expensive. You will see scalpers on eBay trying to sell them for $1,000 for the pair. Your best bet, if you find one of these with bad hinges, is to either buy a rusty parts car or find someone who runs them in demo derbies. It's a necessary evil if you're looking for parts for these older Cadillacs, as there is absolutely no money to be made restoring a four-door sedan. They'll go down the road just as smoothly as the two-door, but they don't have the prestige. And I will admit, there's a lot of fun to be had with a two-door that's as big as a city block. But the four doors yield you very nice examples at incredibly low costs. If you want an entry-level classic, you cannot go wrong with a 70s Cadillac sedan. If you're just looking for one that you can daily drive without worrying too much about putting miles on it or beating it or running it into the ground, there are many examples around that are shy of even 50,000 miles. You will not be disappointed with the ride either. They're responsive, they're nimble, well, as nimble as a 5,000-pound car can be. The body roll, especially with bad shocks like this one has, is noticeable, but that's part of the fun. This car does not hug the turns. It rolls through them, and its solution is to power through everything with the sheer brute force of a large V8. If that's what you want, you can't beat it. If you want a classic you can daily drive, this is it. You get in the 13 mile per gallon range driving around city and 16 or 17 highway if you're lucky, if your fuel system is sorted and you keep your foot out of the secondaries like I'm doing right now. This is a very practical classic if you're looking for a way to wet your feet, a starting point. And that will do it for our ride today.